Imagine no internet, no electricity, no way of communication. That could possibly happen very, very, very soon, but it'll only last for maybe 3 or 4 days. Well, let's talk about it today on the ROG. Hello, everyone out there. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to the ROG. My name is Ron Farina, and I have with me a very special guest, and he's walking away. This is the horse farm I live on.
This is really cool.
As you can see, I've got these beautiful horses. They're just kind of hanging out here, saying hi and walking away, thinking I have food or something for them. But, that's what I love living around here. So, I haven't made a video on the farm in a while, walking around the farm. So here we go, back again for you. And today I think it's a very important video because, number one, there's been talk about possible lack or loss of communication. No! A blackout, you could say, across the nation, across the world, possibly.
Oh my gosh, does that suck?
So, what am I talking about? Well, when Jesus died, he was buried for 3 days. When Lazarus died, of course, we know the story of Lazarus. And it took 4 days in order for him to be resurrected from Christ. What's the significance of all this? Well, before light, before life, before a new life starts, there has to be darkness. And I've discussed this before. I talked about it in my last video about, dark days, dark times, cruel summer. If you guys remember the last videos, I continued to talk about these things, but now there's talk of actual blackouts, communication blackouts, communication breakdown. Not like the Led Zeppelin song, but, communication breakdown and so forth. And, of course, panic. Maybe even martial law. Who knows?
Surely you can't be serious.
I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.
Who knows what's going to happen? And a lot of people are talking like even July 4th being a very significant day. Well, that's what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about, number one, yes, there could be days. There could be days like this. Now, I'm not sure that any of this is going to take place. I've heard prophets talking. I've heard different things, different sources of possible blackouts and so forth. But what does this all mean? Well, it's the significant time of change. Change that is going to be major change in the United States. This has been planned for, I would say, a long time. Ever since President Trump went down that escalator in 2015. I truly believe this has been planned. It has been militarily planned, I guess you could say. And what happens, though? What happens when we do lose our way of communication or internet and so forth?
Main call! All is well!
Emergency broadcast system. We talk about that. And just come with me. We'll take a look at some more horses. Yeah, a lot of people have a little fear in their sight, but there's nothing. Of course, I say there's always nothing to fear. We'll say hi to these guys right here. I love horses. They're just such magnificent animals. And of course, we know how Jesus will return. He came, the first time he came to Jerusalem, he came on a pony. or a donkey. Sorry, not a pony, a donkey. And I'll be coming on a horse. He'll be coming back on a horse. I truly believe that. On a majestic horse, with power and glory. That's coming. But I digress. Anyways, so what does this all mean? What is the significance of a major dark 3 or 4 days that's coming? It's going to be a sign of change. Change of our maybe freedom of our slavery, freedom of what we've been going through for the past several hundred years, the uncovering of the cabal, the deep state, the the evil that has been over us, and of course the 1871. I've talked about that before, of the 1871 pact going us back into the central bank system, and we went from being a constitutional republic to being a corporation, a corporation government, a corporate government,
I was not aware of that.
in which we, the people, have been working for the government, and we haven't even known it yet. When the United States was founded, it was founded on the basis of being a constitutional republic. And a lot of people say, we're going to lose our democracy. We're going to lose our democracy. Heck yeah, we're going to lose our democracy. We want to lose our democracy. I don't want democracy. You know what democracy is? It's basically, I'll keep it in simple terms. It's 50% the people, 50% the government, and not the people. We, the people, are to govern our own. A constitutional republic is what our founding fathers intended the United States to be, which is true freedom, freedom from just governmental tyranny, and freedom to be able to worship the way you want to, freedom to speak the way you want to, the freedom of religion, and freedom of doing what you want, freedom of living where you want to, and so forth. Freedom to keep most of your money. That's the key. And now I know that this weekend, the big, beautiful bill was passed in the Senate. And now all I know is that I am very excited that this thing passed. A lot of people are like panicking over it. Well, yeah, if you know what this bill intends for us to do, it's going to put more money, and you're watching right now, more money in your pocket. Oh, bug on my leg, and so forth. I mean, it is huge. So this big change from us going from a corporation, which we've been under the central bank system, to being a constitutional republic, a free country, a truly free country is what is coming. And that has been the whole plan since Trump came down from that escalator in 2015. Now, I know a lot of people are very skeptic on this, and you're probably telling me, no, Ron, there can't be, this can't happen. There's just too much that would that wouldn't work, all that. Oh, if you only knew. There's stuff going on behind the scenes. There's arrests being made. There's going to be military tribunals. There's going to be so many different things that's going to lead us to this. It's been happening behind the scenes ever since Trump became president. I think during his first term. Now I know that he had to step down in 2020 and actually expose the true agenda of the left. And that's what period we went through, is 2020 through 2024. We went through a true agenda change. But secretly, I truly believe that Trump was governing in some sort of way, maybe shadow governing during that time. And a lot of people are like, no, and I get it. You're a skeptic. I used to be a skeptic too, but when I truly saw the truth, I I believe it. I believe it with all my heart and all my soul. It's something that needs to happen in order for what God has planned for this nation. We need to go back to being a constitutional republic. And so the bottom line is, first of all, there's nothing to fear, okay? The change, when you see the darkness come, that is the sign of change. It is when Jesus, who died on the cross, there was 3 days of darkness, and then he rose again. And then, with Lazarus, same thing. I think it was 4 days for him. But again, it's only going to be a few days. That's the good news. Because when the lights come on, we're going to see. And I believe we're going to go back to the gold standard. I believe that actually our currency is going to go to a gold system.
I love gold.
Because Trump always talks about a golden age. He talks about, this is the golden age. He was not making a metaphor here, guys. He was literally saying we're entering the golden age. We're going to see wealth transfer coming. I believe that with all my heart, and believe me, I need I need it. But big changes, yes, big changes coming. And you're going through your day, and all of a sudden things just stop. It is not time for you to panic. I'm giving you a heads up now, because when these things happen, think of it this way. Give it a few days. A few days, you're going to just have to hunker down, eat. Make sure you have some food in the house. Make sure you have some water. Make sure you have supplies. And just make sure that you are prepared for what is coming. Because, again, make sure you have food for your family, and you're feeding your kids and your animals and so forth. And communication may be difficult. I don't know if every bit of like the cell phone service is going to go down. I don't know how this is all going to play out. All I know is that something is going to happen. And the bottom line is, do not fret, do not panic, do not do anything, because I'm telling you, this is good. When we see this happen, it's going to usher in what is truly coming: true freedom, no more government tyranny. Heck, maybe not even no paying taxes. I mean, he's already signed the big beautiful bill. There's no taxes on tips or overtime or anything like that. Not that that's a problem for me, because I don't get tips in my job. But and then another thing is this, and I'm going to show you. Hopefully you can see that up there. It's time to end the chemtrails. Those chemtrails, they have got to go. And that's going to end too, because folks, they're panicking. I mean, they're the left, the evil, the cabal, they're panicking. They're hitting the panic button. They're doing everything in their power to usher in violence, to usher in war, to usher in panic, to usher in anything that they could do to stop what's coming. They're coming after them. The military, the FBI, Kash Patel, Dan Bongino, all of them, they're coming after the evil. They're coming after the child rapists and so forth. And they're going to put a stop to all of that. The trafficking that has been secretly going on for decades now, it's coming to an end. They're coming after you. They're coming after you, sick people, sick, evil people. And I'm telling you, it's going to be amazing. But again, this is not time to panic. This video is very important. So I'm asking all of you to please share it. Share it on Facebook. Share it to your friends. Just be prepared for what is coming. This is not to scare anyone. I'm not here. This channel is not here to scare anyone, but just to give you a heads up. Because when the darkness hits, just be prepared. again, when it happens, you'll know what it is. You know what's going on. You're getting the information from me. And you're going to, and at the end, it's going to be about 3-4 days. And when the lights come back on, the internet comes back on, you're probably going to hear the greatest news that you've ever heard in your life. Because the United States is going to be, once again, free. It's going to follow the Constitution. It's going to be a constitutional republic. The evil will be gone. And you're probably saying to yourself, once again, Ron, you're crazy. No, I'm not. Because all of this is true. I've seen it with my own eyes. I've seen the evidence. I've seen all of that. It's going to happen, folks. I cannot wait for our nation to go back to the way it was supposed to be, to the way we meant it to be, and for us to evangelize the world as we are supposed to be, as God intended us for us to do our assignment, to take over the 7 mountains of society. All of these things that I talk about on this channel, that is what we are planning on doing. So again, it's going to be epic. I'll tell you that much right now. Anyway, so I'm just going to give you a little video about that today. Will it happen this week? I don't know. They're talking about July 4th. I don't know. But again, please just take care of yourselves. Take care of your family. Comfort each other. Comfort each other with this video. Because, again, don't know what's going to happen. All I know is that God, stay close to God, pray, and we're going to get through this all together, okay? Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Please share, subscribe, like, and I will see you guys in the next video. God bless all of you. Bye for now.